On this stuff here, we'll do touchless. I mean, there's not much here to scrub. You'll see the difference between touchless and brushed. A lot of guys are swearing by it. I ain't buying it. There ain't nothing better than a brush and a wash mitt against your stuff. Hey, what up, y'all? You see that? The sun's rising. Come on. It's gonna be a beautiful day here. Well, not so much. Got a lot of freaking dust in the air, shaking trees and all that. Green chopping here. Yeah, it's full-on harvest time here in the valley. So here's what we're dealing with here. We got us a 544L. Yeah, so she'd been running around at a local dairy. I'm pretty sure the boss told him to wash this. He goes, oh, okay, I'll wash it. You can see. Yeah, he kind of washed it, but he missed a lot of stuff. Missed that. Yeah, so inside of here we have to be careful because rats and mice and other living things live in there. Believe it or not, I have drowned many animals out of that thing. Look at all that. That's probably a foot worth of stuff, because you can see how deep it is right here. See here. Yeah, so this is kind of a normal, I guess, wash for something that's come back from the dairy. So you know the deal, man. Enough of that. They're all jacking stuff. Let's get after it, man. Come on. I ain't got all day after this now. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of barn hose action for first little bit. So one more thing. There's the excavator. Another one more thing. What we got here, come on. Hey, yeah, this one's for Glide Rider, man. Come on. Hey, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate your comments. You're a badass dude now. So this one's for you. I bought this here locally at a paint shop. I seen it sitting there on the shelf, and I'm getting kind of low on my supply. So here it is, it's Sprayway. They make the world's best glass cleaner now. Come on. So not that I'm advertising for them, that's what it says on the bottle. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna give it a run for its money today. This is really annoying. I need to get to town and get a new one of these. Yeah, so if you see right here, there's a hole. If you can get that hole to open up, it'll drain out all this stuff. Yeah, I don't really like to stick my hand in there too much. It's not my favorite thing to do, but I will if I have to. But we'll just let that kind of marinate there for a bit. That ain't coming off very well, is it? So what we'll do is we'll just let that soak there for a while, and we'll come back and it should do its thing. Yeah, that hay is really a pain in the butt to get out of those little tight spots there. Yeah, I don't know where we left off at, but anyway, the battery died. It'll be a mystery until old Funk Freed gets to the editing of it. Yeah, old Funk Freed, he does a pretty good job, man. Yeah, so what we'll do is later on, when I have the vacuum out, I'll vacuum out all this stuff. Yeah, because there's just nowhere for it to go. Usually it drains down into here, but yeah, there's no hole for it anymore, I guess, or whatever. I mean, it's draining slowly. Woo, doggy. That's awesome, huh? Yeah, so I need to be careful of this right here. And so I think what I'll do is on the other side, I'll go ahead and send it with the barn hose. I'll send it right in here. But I'm going to be careful in here and just use the pressure washer for the bulk of this. Because, yeah, that's, yeah, you know. Stand by. Okay. Sorry for the delay of game. I went and got some breakfast. Anyway, so this is where we're at. I'm gonna start rinsing all this down. I'll get all that, and hopefully all the big stuff will be off. Well, what I'm gonna do is, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's kind of stained, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna acid wash it. Do you see this stuff right here? See how that's just baked in there? I'm gonna acid wash it. I mean, I think degreaser would take it off eventually. I want to do it in one shot, so anyway, we'll see what it does with the degreaser on the wheels. Then if it works, then we'll do degreaser, but I think we're going to be acid washing today. And I'm not looking forward to this. Whoops, forgot I stole the tip out of this. Yeah, so if you're wondering what this stuff tastes like, it tastes like fermented oranges. Yeah, some of it hit my lip and kind of dribbled into my mouth. And yeah, that's the way it goes around here. It doesn't smell like oranges, believe me. It smells like a mix of everything. Yeah. Pretty foul. Okay, so I think most of that is broke loose, so just send it, man. I ain't got all day. So what do you think so far? Only thing I can tell you is I'm breathing hard. Excuse me. I ate too much. Well, I didn't eat too much. It just, I mean, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I think I may have eaten too much. My belly feels full. Yeah, old Elmer over there at the cafe, he really takes care of you, that's for sure. One of these days I'll post a picture of his pancakes. Man, his pancakes are the best. Well, how you guys doing? Greasy and muddy yet? Yeah, after I'm done here, we'll take us a little walk around right here and show you what I've got going on. Yeah, I mean, seems like I haven't really been doing a whole lot of washing. Been doing a lot of refurbishing. There was a couple of weeks there after my vacation, I was sick. That sinus infection that I got, that thing just kicked my butt. It took probably a week and a half after I got back from vacation to get past it all, because I don't use antibiotics anymore because they don't work no more. So it's one of those things where I have to let my body beat it, and I'll just use, just vitamin C and get plenty of rest, and yeah, that's what I have to do to get past it, and it takes a couple weeks. So there was a couple of weeks where it was a little slow, and yeah, there hasn't been a whole lot of washing going on, mostly refurbishing. So yeah, so anyway, back to what I was talking about. I got sidetracked with work. Yeah, I've just been doing a bunch of refurbishing. I wouldn't say a bunch, but I've done some, and just keeping busy. I just haven't thought that the refurbishing thing, I mean, just looking at the videos and stuff, they just don't do as good. And now that I see that washing loaders is kind of dropped off, so that tells me that it's not that interesting, or I'm not interesting, one or the other. So anyway, I mean, I'm not offended or anything. Yeah, so I'll give you a peek of what I have done in the last couple of days and week or so, I guess. Yeah, anyway, we'll show you here after a while, so let's get after it. Okay, I think I got it all degreased, I think. Yeah, I think so. I think it's all pretty well rinsed too now. So I think what we'll do is we'll get this pad cleaned up, and we're actually going to use the loader to push some of this in there. I mean, that's a lot. It'll take forever to pressure wash up. So let me get the monkey suit off, get a good clear path, maybe wipe off my hands. Oh no, party foul. That's a pretty decent mess, huh? Hi there, everybody. This is my boss.
About time you figured that out.
Fancy.
A few moments later.
All right, so I don't know where the battery died at this last segment, but anyway, here we are. I'm gonna start doing these tires and wheels. Yeah, we're gonna just send it on the acid wash, and we're gonna have to use the old pump sprayer here because old edge washing Chit is too tight to go buy another battery and a pump right now. I don't know why. I mean, I can go buy one. I just not a priority right now. I mean, I'm getting by without it, right? The previous battery is a new battery. I purchased another GoPro so I could have two different angles. I don't know what that big old noise was. That was weird. Anyway, I got a second GoPro now. New, used one. The guy said he only used it once. Yeah, so here pretty soon we'll have another camera coming up. So let me get after it. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. Yeah, the batteries, they look brand new, but they don't hold like new, you know. I think I only got about 35 minutes out of that battery. I think what will happen is I'm hoping they just need to be charged a few times and they'll be happy again, maybe. I mean, that's what I'm hoping for. Because this GoPro here, I bought secondhand. Well used secondhand, and one of the batteries didn't make it and the other one did. The other one lasts a good hour. Then I bought some inexpensive ones off of that one place where you shouldn't be ordering from, but I do. Yeah, so I got plenty of batteries now. Yeah, you know it's dirty when it'll leave that dark spot right there. You see that? Okay, let me go grab that other tip real quick. Yeah, so if you ever wondered what the difference is between this Purple Thunder and, like, say, Purple Power or the Zep Purple Industrial, not a whole lot really, other than this has more legs to it. It's a little more concentrated. Say you got something really dirty, it doesn't burn out as quick. Yeah, so basically, say if you're, you know, a guy that out there doing the deal and was wondering how to get a hold of it or whatever, yeah, you just go over to, like, your auto parts store will have Purple Power. Big box stores for like home improvement, they'll have that Zep purple industrial. Yeah, I used that Zep purple for a really long time until John from P&S got me going on the purple power, because I noticed that Zep purple, I used to take care of this guy that had milk tanks. Those freaking milk tanks are bad. They're dirty. They're real hard to do. So I hit him up and was asking him, I said, hey man, I'm looking for something a little bit stronger or better, or what do you have? And anyway, he introduced me to the Purple Thunder. It's basically the same, but I could do more with less of it. And believe it or not, the pricing on that Purple Thunder was cheaper than the big box store per gallon. I want to say the big box store is about $10-11 a gallon. Old John, he takes care of old washing Chit here, so look it up on P&S's website. I mean, they've got it listed there. I don't pay that. Yeah, old John, he takes care of old washing Chit. That's all I can. Well, I think that's gonna conclude our tire cleaning job. So let me dump this out, grab a new pump, get everything all set up, and I'll check back with you. Come on. Here we are. We got a bucket, we got a pump sprayer, and a loader that needs to be acid washed. Let's get after it, man. So while we start from the bottom up, yeah, so what we'll do is on this stuff here, we'll do touchless. I mean, there's not much here to scrub. You'll see the difference between touchless and brushed. Yeah, that's kind of, I know I keep talking about the touchless thing. I mean, a lot of guys are swearing by it. I ain't buying it. There ain't nothing better than a brush and a wash mitt against your stuff. That stuff's got to be really, really strong, man, to get it off with just chemical. And what's that gonna do? Your paint over, you know, 4 or 5 years of every week of doing it that way. Yeah, I could see it like, you know, midweek or something, and you want to wash your car or whatever, get the dust off, but it's a fad. Nobody wants to work anymore. Kind of funny, I see a lot of these a lot of detailers come and go over the years, and they don't want to work. I think that's what the problem is they just, I mean, they buy these chemicals thinking that they can just use a foam cannon and that's it. But nah, there's a little more to it. So I think that's why they don't survive, is because they just want to rely on that, and you know, they go, hey, I washed it. Yeah, but it's still dirty, man. Anyway, and I've watched those videos from those manufacturers like Image and Chemex and stuff, and they're completely, I think they're transparent for the most part. I mean, they do have their capabilities and they have their disabilities too. I mean, you can't take a truck that hasn't been washed in, say, two weeks, 3 weeks or whatever, expect it to come out freaking clean. You know, it's one of those things where it's like a midweek thing. I think that's what the purpose of it is. I think, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't use it as a standalone, you know, as a every week thing. So this is the areas we'll scrub, or the areas that, you know, I'm able to, that are bigger, and like along that coupler and inside this area here. Like, yeah, I'll hit this real quick where I can, but you'll see the difference between something that's been brushed and something that hasn't. Okay, so I'm gonna hit this yellow, then I'll come back onto the gray. Yeah, I think that right there, see how it's like real black right there? I think that is, there's like no paint, like it didn't get painted or something, I don't know. Or unless it's really greasy, I don't know. So we'll see what happens. It's a total mystery to me right now. Yeah, you see how this side is? It's the same way. It's like there's no paint, and it's like maybe it's all just rusty, I don't know. It's interesting, huh? Exact same way. Yeah, I was pricing one of those compressed air pump sprayers, you know. They're super awesome, I think, but they just, yeah, man, I don't know what it is. I had people that work for me, and I want them to have, like, you know, the cool tools and stuff, and I bought them some drills, I don't know, a couple months ago. I bought 3 of them. They didn't last, man. One ended up missing. So it's kind of one of those deals where it's like, is it worth it? I don't know. I'm sure there's people out there that have them and love them, but would they trust somebody else to use it? That's the question. Okay, I think I'm gonna start working this gray stuff now. I'm one of those guys that doesn't mind buying tools, you know. It just has to make sense. It can't be something that's janky, you know. It has to be something that's pretty solid, because I mean, look what I'm working with. I'm working on heavy equipment, big trucks, and a lot of times I'm out in the rocks, the dirt, the mud. Yeah, man, I'm not working in a shop environment. I mean, I am kind of right now, but it's not every day, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys have ever been to Alaska or live in Alaska or whatever, but let me tell you, it is different there. It is very, very different. People are different, wonderful people. The boss lady and I were walking downtown Fairbanks, and this dude, I'll never forget this guy. He was great. I mean, this guy, he was cool. He's like, hey, yelling at me. Like, what the heck? I could tell he was a local guy. And so he's like, hey, what do you do? I'm like, what? You talking to me? He's like, yeah, I'm talking to you. He's in his pickup, and he's in a parking lot, and the little lady and I are on a sidewalk on this, you know, exit way of this store. You know, there's a parking lot, and he's coming out of the parking lot, and he's yelling at me. He goes, hey man, what kind of boots are those? It's like, yeah man, they're thorough goods, dude. He goes, yeah man, yeah, I just bought these right now. He was showing me his boots. Anyway, so we sat there and talked to that guy for probably 30 minutes, I bet. He shut off his pickup, and he just sat there and talked with us. And yeah, it was interesting. And a lot of the folks back there were like that, or up there that were like that. They would just sit there and talk to you. And it was refreshing, because at one time, the town that I live in was like that, where everybody kind of knew everybody. I wouldn't say everybody, but it was small enough to where word got around fast that you were in trouble, or somebody you knew got in trouble, you know. So anyway, yeah, so I hope everybody else's summer was nice and was able to go on vacation and all that. This is my first vacation in I don't know how long. Honestly, I can't, 6-7 years maybe. Yeah, so what happened is this is on here. I went to town and bought some new O-rings, and the caliber was just a little bit wider than what it should have been, and anyway, this sucker stuck on there, and I'm stuck with about 50 O-rings that are too thick. So there's that. Yeah, there's a lot of grease on this front window. You can see how it's still not quite, you see how it, anyway, you can kind of see how it takes a second for the acid to cut it. Like it's still having a hard time right in here. Okay, so let me get this set up here. We'll try to set it up to where we can do all of it one shot. Do the roof and that top place and that back window. So let me get a little bit more acid in this. Yeah, for some reason this thing's mad. I don't know why. You'd be alright. Well, this spot just isn't gonna go away, is it? Let's get her pulled off the pad and take us a walk around. Yeah, we'll get this pad rinsed off and shake these boots off and put on my others, and we'll take us a walk around on what's going on over here. Okay, I'm back. Well, I got a little haul today there. It'll be alright. Now, whatever that stuff was that was back behind here, it was really, really corrosive. The oranges. Yeah, that fermented oranges. So that's what that probably was. Yeah, so from what I hear, cows are just big old recyclers. So, I mean, that's a good thing. Yeah, this morning it was underneath the cover and not quite daybreak yet. We couldn't quite get a grasp of how dirty this thing was, but it was dirty, huh? Yeah, so there's a little bit right in there, but I'm not too worried about that. You can see right here, that's touchless, and that's a brush. See that and that? And there's still a little bit of stuff in here, but I think it'll be all right. It was filthy in here, wasn't it? Yeah, so today is Friday. It's I don't know, just after 2 o'clock, and I have a busy weekend ahead of me, and working weekend, not at work, but you know, at home stuff. So yeah, so I think old Ed Wash and Chit is gonna call it an early day, but first we'll do a walk around over here and we'll see what we got going on. What do you think? Let me know. I mean, here it is. Yeah, so let's walk around here. So you know, this loader right here, you guys know this loader. I thought it was sold. It was sold, I guess, and the guy got cold feet, backed out of it. So this is that 544J. Remember, we acid washed it, blah blah blah, degreased it. How it was all just super thick with grease up there. Remember all that? I remember. So if you see, she got a painted front end on it. Yeah, so it's still here because it needs its decals put on, and I want to buff this other side over here, right in here. I want to buff this section right in here because I was having problems with that spray gun. I think what my issue is, a lot of it is the air compressor is like 100 foot or so that away, so it has to come all the way over there to all the way over here. It's a long way, and my gun does some wonky stuff sometimes, and being on this tire, so starting from the tire, spraying this away, got off of the tire, was on a ladder, sprayed to here, then was on the ground. I had it up here, and yeah, it was a job. So, but yeah, let me show you what we got going on here. This rig right here, this is my sandblaster. It's a DB500. It's a nice rig, man. It can get some stuff done. I got maybe, I don't know, maybe 300 hours on it or something like that. It's a great addition to the business as far as, hey man, you might be slow for a couple of weeks and somebody calls, hey man, can you sandblast this for me? Hey man, there you go. So it's an excellent addition to your business if you want to work hard, because it's freaking hard work. Here's the latest project right here. It's a Tink rollout bucket. It's pin-on style. What they had done was they had replaced the sides here, and these dog houses, these are all new. The floor's original, and this is new. Yeah, so like I said, you know, you start spraying 100 or so foot away, you start having problems, and this is where I was having problems. I mean, it looks freaking good right here once I got it situated. Yeah, it's a nightmare, man. Maybe I need to just not use a Harbor Freight gun and maybe buy a better one. Maybe that's the problem, I don't know. But yeah, I got a run or two here, but the rest of it looks pretty clean. I got a little run right there, but yeah, it sure is hard, man. Freaking painting outside, it's windy, then when you have to get on your back to spray the bottom. So anyway, while we're here, what I have to do now is pick it up, take these stands and put them out to here on both sides, and this will drop down. And what I have to do is I have to sandblast back inside of here and that frame how it drops down, and I gotta do it all while underneath it, kinda, I guess. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how it's all gonna work out, but yeah, that's what we gotta do, because there's no loaders here with the pin on front end, I guess. So yeah, so that's what we got going on. I guess we'll do that on Monday. I was going to try to do it today, but that girl over there got the best of it. Hey, what up, y'all? Okay, so this is what we're dealing with here. I think this floor's been flooded a time or two. Unfortunately, I don't really know how to get these floor mats out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just pull them back the best I can and get them clean like that. I don't know what that is. Oh, that was to the mirror. Yeah, that mirror, one of them busted out, so I think it's that one. Oh man, it almost made it. Not quite. Anyway. Sorry, I got sidetracked for a minute. Let's see, where'd my towel go? Ah, right here. Okay, so this door is mostly clean, I think. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and spider webs, awesome, huh? See that? So I'm gonna just go ahead and just kind of get all this kind of broke up enough to where we can just kind of vacuum it out. What I'm gonna do now is I'll take this little character, kind of do the bottom now and do back behind the seat, then we'll fire up the vacuum, then we'll get this floor kind of halfway cleaned up, then we'll just spray and go, man. Yeah, so earlier when I said I didn't really know how to take out these seats or the floor mat, I do, but it's really, really difficult to get them out. Yeah, it's like a 3-piece thing or a 2-piece thing. Party foul. Okay, so I don't know where you left off, where the battery died. So anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this all good and wet again. I'm gonna get a little brush, and we're gonna scrub the floor and vacuum it all up. Okay, so without further ado, no, that's all right. I mean, it's a little lacking on the factor, you know. Yeah, it's a little shinier than what we like, but it doesn't really smell that bad. It doesn't, I mean, it's not chemically, but chemically. There's this other one that I've used in the past that, I mean, it doesn't smell good at all. Yeah, this came from Lalani's. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Yeah, so what we'll do is, I believe they have a website and all that. And so what I'll do is I will put a link in the description for Lalani's. Yeah, so years and years ago, used to work for this company, and I did a lot of painting for that company, and they would send me over there to Lalani's. And yeah, they're great people, local. I don't know why I hadn't been using them previously, you know, because I'd been doing a lot of other stuff, but painting stuff. What we'll do is we'll get her out in the sun, that way you guys can see what we got here. I think it's a little too shiny for me. I like that satin look. This says, hey, I've been detailed, instead of just, you know, that clean look, you know. Yeah, that's on the outside, I guess, from it got stuck up underneath the roof and dribbled on down, I guess. Okay, so I think we're ready to pull this old girl out. We'll get her out there in the sun. We'll take a walk around. Come on. Let's start out here. Well, what do you guys think? I mean, I don't know if it's the world's best spray shine or not, but I think their glass print cleaner is pretty dang good. Yeah, it's just a little shiny for me, but I mean, everybody's got a butthole too, so there's that. Not too bad, huh? Got an acid wash, degreased, interior's all fresh and clean. She's ready to go, man. She's ready to go. Hey, so I really appreciate y'all watching me. Go Glide Rider, much love to you, man. I really appreciate the comment and all that. And yeah, I mean, I hope you guys find this interesting and all that. So anyway, I gotta get over to the next job, man. Much love to you, y'all.